Dreamcore. Why does it feel the way it feels? While many refer to Dreamcore as simply an aesthetic, I believe it's much more than that. It's an immersive experience that evokes a unique blend of emotions, ranging from nostalgia to melancholy and even unease. Today I want to explore why Dreamcore makes us feel this way. We're starting with nostalgia because to me, it's one of the most prominent emotions that Dreamcore brings out. What's unique about nostalgia in the case of Dreamcore is that it often feels like a longing for something we've never actually experienced or can't quite place. It's as if we're remembering a dream or a distant memory that doesn't exist in our reality. Typically, these come from visuals that remind us of childhood, such as grainy, low-resolution images that look as if they were taken with an old camera. These elements seem to transport us back to a simpler time, evoking a sense of comfort and familiarity. But there's always a twist, something slightly off or surreal, that adds an eerie layer to the nostalgia. It's this combination of the familiar and the strange that makes Dreamcore so compelling. Psychologically, nostalgia taps into our long-term memory, bringing back emotions and sensations from the past. It's a powerful feeling that can make us feel connected to our own history and experiences, even if the imagery itself is not directly from our personal past. It's this sense of longing for a past that may never have existed that makes Dreamcore so emotionally potent. We see fragments of what feels like our own history, but they're distorted, dreamlike, and just out of reach. This uncanny sensation, familiar yet foreign, invites us to explore the deeper layers of our subconscious, where memories and dreams intertwine. In our subconscious, memories and dreams often blur together. Dreams are influenced by our real-life experiences, but they are also fragmented and reassembled in ways that defy logic. Dreamcore taps into this by presenting us with elements that seem to come from a forgotten dream or a half-remembered past. When we begin exploring the spaces where our memories reside but are not always fully accessible, it makes us question what is real and what is imagined. This creates such a unique feeling, which I believe that only Dreamcore can capture. The feeling that this nostalgia creates, through Dreamcore, challenges our perception of reality and memory. It suggests that our recollections are not fixed, but are instead fluid and susceptible to the influences of our dreams and subconscious thoughts. Why is it that we find Dreamcore so alluring, yet it makes us feel uneasy? Though the feeling of unease is generally subtle, it's definitely a prominent factor of what makes Dreamcore feel the way it does. The unease in Dreamcore often stems from the perspective that the viewer is given in the image. These tend to portray emptiness, vastness, and the sense of being alone, triggering a deep sense of isolation. These images can make us feel small and insignificant. This is amplified by the sense that we are somehow connected to these images. This can then leave us wondering why we feel this way. This perspective taps into our primal fears of being alone and lost in an unfamiliar or an infinite space. This easily ties into the sense of existential dread. The lack of other people or familiar objects makes the spaces in the images feel eerie and unsettling, as if something is missing or out of place, with no real boundaries between the viewer and what lies beyond. This lack of separation is something we're not used to in day-to-day life, as typically we label things and put things in boxes so we know what is and what isn't. So then when we are presented with this uncertain vastness and emptiness, we're forced to confront our internal feelings in the absence of external distractions. This introspection can also lead to a sense of unease as we delve into our own subconscious fears and anxieties, surrounding topics we typically wouldn't think about. In my experience, these elements of emptiness and isolation are incredibly powerful. They draw us in with their simplicity, yet leave us with a lingering sense of discomfort and curiosity. We can't help but wonder why these spaces are empty, what lies beyond the vastness, and what it means for us as viewers. Melancholy is a feeling of deep, reflective sadness. It's not just about being sad, but about a complex mix of emotions that include a sense of longing and reflection. Dreamcore taps into this by presenting us with imagery that feels both beautiful and sorrowful. From my own experience with Dreamcore, The melancholy seems to be tied to the idea of fleeting moments and the passage of time. It's the realization that the past is gone and can never be fully reclaimed, leaving us with a bittersweet longing for what once was or what could have been. These melancholic images, such as a rainy window or an abandoned playground, can evoke memories of times when we felt alone or lost. They remind us of the transient nature of life and the inevitability of change. Bittersweet seems to be a key word here, as the images carry a sense of beauty in their sadness, offering a quiet space for reflection, and allowing us to find peace with the nature of our reality. This kind of melancholy can be soothing. It allows us to connect with deeper parts of ourselves, understanding our own emotions and experiences on a more profound level. The melancholy that Dreamcore creates within us encourages us to explore our own emotions and memories. It creates a space for us to reflect on the past and the passage of time, helping us to find meaning in our experiences of loss and longing. What comes to mind for you in these moments of quiet and melancholy? Wonder is a unique and profound human emotion. It is the feeling we experience when we encounter something extraordinary, something that challenges our understanding and sparks our curiosity. This emotion is deeply rooted in our capacity to imagine, to dream, and to seek out the unknown. In Dreamcore, wonder often comes from visuals that are fantastical and surreal. These images present us with scenes that defy the laws of reality, such as highly saturated images of empty neighborhoods, famously the Dreamcore suburb originating from the 1990 movie Edward Scissorhands, or large expanses of open fields with a single house out of place, as well as corridors full of flowers and strange figures which you can't quite make out. One of the most intriguing aspects of Dreamcore is the presence of Dreamcore angels. These ethereal beings often appear in Dreamcore art, embodying the sense of wonder and mystery. They are depicted as otherworldly and serene, sometimes with glowing auras or wings that defy traditional expectations. These angels add a layer of enchantment to Dreamcore, inviting us to consider the existence of the divine and the fantastical within our dreams. They remind us of the beauty and mystery that lies beyond the ordinary. In some Dreamcore imagery, figures appear in the form of shadowy silhouettes or indistinct forms, blending into the surreal landscapes. Their presence can evoke a range of emotions, from curiosity to unease. These figures and shadows are not always clearly defined, which adds to their mystery. They can represent the unknown or unseen aspects of our mind. Sometimes they appear as watchers or guardians, while other times they seem to be lost or searching for something. The ambiguity of these figures allows us to project our own interpretations and emotions onto them. Are they friendly or ominous? Do they belong to our past, or are they a part of our dreams? These figures remind me of the fleeting and elusive nature of dreams, where not everything is meant to be understood or explained. The incorporation of these mysterious figures and shadows in Dreamcore adds layers of meaning and emotion to its visuals. These elements invite us to explore our own interpretations and feelings, making the dreamlike experience more immersive and personal. These figures enhance the wonder by keeping us engaged, curious, and constantly questioning the reality presented before us. How did these shadows and the Dreamcore angels play into your own sense of wonder and mystery? Thank you for joining me on this journey through the surreal and enigmatic world of Dreamcore. We've explored how it evokes feelings of nostalgia, unease, melancholy, and wonder, each contributing to its unique emotional experience. I hope I've helped you understand, in some way, why Dreamcore feels the way it does. Until next time, take care.